Hey everyone, it's Dawn. Hope you're all doing okay and keeping well and having a nice Friday so far. So the post has just been and delivered some books from Wilder Books, and as I mentioned in my video in the cozy, catch up and chat video last night, I ordered some books off Wilder Books and a couple of Anne Rice books and Rampling books, which is Anne Rice's, one of Anne Rice's pseudonyms. I think at the time of ordering these was in good or very good condition, but we'll see when I open it. So I'm just going to open them now. Trusty scissors. So first up out the bag we have Belinda, Anne Rice writing as Anne Rampling. That's that one. And the little snippet at the bottom says, "A Lolita for the 21st century by the author of Exit to Eden." And this one says, "Jeremy Walker is 44, handsome, refined, and world famous for his lavishly illustrated children's books. His life is ordered and comfortable until he is seduced by a beautiful 16-year-old runaway, Belinda. Innocent yet passionate, she becomes his elegant muse and lover. His portraits of her, shocking and erotic, are the finest work he has ever done, yet to reveal them could destroy his career forever. As his passion for her deepens, so does his obsession with a past she will not talk about. Terrified of losing her, he is unable to live with her silence, and as he probes for the truth, he finds himself swept up in the world Belinda has fled from, a world of Hollywood money, lust, and dark family secrets. Belinda is a dazzling erotic story racing from the stylish world of San Francisco to the luxurious mansions of Beverly Hills and the sun-drenched beaches of a Greek island paradise." I'll be honest with you, I went into this because I wanted to collect some more of Anne Rice's works, whether under Anne Rice or her other pseudonyms. Not realising this was like a reimagining of Lolita, I'll be honest. But that being said, it's probably just, if I can say it this way, a product of its time, But yeah, I will give it a read. I will give it a read. Could be well, by the sounds of it very likely will be controversial. Yeah, that's that one. Next up we have, I'll go through these ones first, I think. Exit to Eden. Anne Rice, writing as Anne Rampling. What's that one? And I mean, this is going to be a fair bit of damage, to be fair. I mean, you can tell this is not in the best of conditions, but it's like I've previously said, you know, as long as the pages aren't dropping out and things like that. I mean, there's obvious water damage on that book. But as long as it's readable, then it should be fine. And I'll go off tangent, apologies about that. So I'll go into the book now. And this one says, there is Lisa. They call her the perfectionist, a stunning, mysterious and fearless sexual adventurer. She is founder and supreme mistress of the club, an expensive, exclusive island resort where forbidden fantasy meets willing flesh. There is Elliot, a thrill-seeking photographer who has risked his life in war zones around the world. Now he is committed to the ultimate plunge into personal risk, exploring his darkest sexual self. Join them on a journey to the limits of erotic pleasure and beyond. Surrender to the tantalising wonders of the imagination behind the spellbinding sensuality of the Vampire Chronicles. Take leave of the world you know and step into Eden. Yeah, these are erotic literature, should we say. Yeah, okay, I'll give these a shot, why not? I'll be honest with you, I'm a little bit disappointed with the you know, my good, and again, I think it did say, I'm not sure if it said good or very good, I'm not sure. I'm a bit disappointed with the condition, I'll be honest with you. But it's, you know, when was this wrote? When was this wrote as well? 1985. So, you know, what can I expect, really? You know, it's been well read, it's been well worn, it's been well, whatever that is. I'm not sure if it's coffee or tea or just water damage. I'm not sure. But there's no pages falling out. It's intact. You know, I can't complain. That's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Again, this one's in pretty good condition, you know. Yeah, a year later, 1986. So, yeah, that's those two. And Rampling eroticas. I'll move on to the next, which is Angel Time, The Songs of the Seraphim by Anne Rice. That's that one. And this one says, a dark gothic novel of suspense about assassins and angels, set in worlds past and present, the first in a new series from the author of the Vampire Chronicles. Anne Rice returns to the mesmerising storytelling that has captivated readers for more than 3 decades in a dark gothic novel of suspense. At its centre, Toby O'Dare, Lucky the Fox, a contract killer of underground fame, a soulless soul, a dead man walking. He is fallen far from grace and lives under a series of aliases. Into his nightmarish world of lone and lethal missions comes a mysterious stranger who offers him a chance to save lives rather than destroy them. Lucky, who grew up in New Orleans, son of an alcoholic mother and a murdered father, long ago dreamt of being a priest, craving rituals, taking refuge in history, books and note music, but instead came to embody danger and violence. Now seizes his chance. Lucky is lifted in angel time and carried back through the ages, where he begins a journey of salvation that leads him from the medieval villages of England to the cities of London and Paris, as his quest becomes a story of danger and flight, loyalty and betrayal, selflessness and love. And that's that one. Oh, that's a bit disappointing. Somebody else used a little, I presume a clothing label as as a bookmark. So, again, great idea. And yeah, that one's a little bit of damage. Like, I don't know if that's maybe shelf wear or sun damage or something, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's fine. No issues with that one. And last but by no means least, we have a sticker covered cover of Love and Evil. This is the second book of the Songs of the Seraphim by Anne Rice. Now, I'm not going to read out the back of this book because obviously I haven't read these stories. I'm going to try and take these labels off in a fashion and as best as I can. So I can show you the front of the cover properly. Oh, this is nice. You know, I know obviously price marks have got to be put on books and things like that, but it is annoying when you're trying to I'm not sure if this is going to work this time. This is truly stuck on the cover of the book. You know, sometimes with these stickers on second-hand books and things like that, you can tend to peel them off pretty easy. But this one, yeah, he's been a little bit stubborn. I do apologise about this, everyone. Trouble with these second-hand books, you never know what you're going to find on the covers or in the covers. And then you got the problem of stubborn stickers who just don't want to budge. Yeah. I mean, I dare say, like, companies like Wilder Books and Awesome Books and stuff, they have thousands of books delivered a day, I reckon. But, come on, I need to make an effort to try and... I need to try and make an effort to try and take the stickers off before you're... I'm going to break my nails by the time I finish doing these. Before you send the books out, you know. Oh, this is ridiculous. You know, I'm just going to go for it because... And then deal with it later, I think. I don't know what the solution is really to get stubborn stickers off the front of second-hand books. I'm not, what, you know, I just... go for it and try not to take half the page with me, you know, the page cover with me, while I do it. I'm going to take up half the video, just try and take this damn sticker off. You know, feel free to make yourselves a cup of tea or do a crossword or something, like by the time I finish taking this off. Probably have more fun, you know, watching paint dry or something than me taking this damn thing off. Anyway, guys, I think this is the best I'm going to do with that at the moment. Oh. Now, why couldn't that sticker have been as easy as this one? Oh. Anyways, we got there. We got there in a fashion eventually. My apologies about that. You can sort of see this fella in a fashion. I'll try and take that off later on. A bit off later on or something. But yeah, you can sort of see this chap here in a fashion. Did I show you the back of the book? I'm not sure, but that's, no I didn't. That's the back of the book. With the second one of Songs of the Seraphim, sorry, by Anne Rice. And that's that one. I have got another one here, what come the other day, which I hadn't got, and I'll be able to treat myself to. It's a little bit expensive, I'll be honest. Well, it was, you know, for what it is basically, but it's to complete the chronicles. I know there's some other graphic novels or graphic novels or something like that of Interview the Vampire, and I think the Vampire is that, I'm not sure, but this one is Anne Rice, Interview the Vampire, Claudia's story. That one. This one arrived yesterday, and obviously I'll put it on my Anne Rice bookshelf straight away. And obviously it's about Claudia. And it's come with a few little bookmarkers from Sci-Fi Books. And this one says, you know, the snippet at the top, it says, sorry, come around, Claudia, you're ill, do you hear me? You must do what I tell you to, you must do what I tell you to get well. You must drink it. Meticulously extracted from the pages of Interview with the Vampire, Anne Rice's seminal novel, Claudia's story relates the tale of the vampire who never should have been. Claudia's story relates the tale of the vampire who never should have been through the eyes of the titular character, providing new insights into her mind and story. Lavishly illustrated by newcomer Ashley Marie Witter in her debut graphic novel, this volume will be a treasured addition to the library of any Anne Rice aficionado. Gosh, I can't get my words out today. So that's that one. I'll show you just a quick flip through the novel itself. So yeah, it's just basically, in Claudia's words, the events of her, of her life in Interview the Vampire. Quite beautiful. And I'll be honest, I'm not usually one for graphic novels and things like that. I've read some in the past, but I'm not the greatest of fans of graphic novels, I'll be honest. But I wanted this to complete the collection of the Chronicles, and whether I'll get the other graphic novels of the first few books of the Chronicles, I'm not sure, because I think they're very expensive. I've seen them few and far between on eBay, I think, at times, and they're quite expensive. I'm not sure if I'm willing to do that. As much as I love, as you know, as much as I'm a fan of Anne Rice, and as much as I love the Chronicles, maybe I will someday, maybe I won't. I'll stick with the novels. But who knows, maybe I will get them one day, just to finish off and complete the collection all together as one. But I had that, and I think the cover is just stunning. I think it's so pretty, and like, oh, sweet and ethereal. Claudia looks on the cover of the book, and yes, I will read this one day. Maybe even after the Princess That books, I'll read Claudia's, and that will be the completion then of my Chronicles journey. I have got one more book coming by Anne Rice, which is A Feast of All Saints, but I'm going to have to wait a while for that one. It's not been dispatched yet, so fingers crossed that I'm over here maybe next week or something. And that I did used to have in my collection The Wolf Gift, but I'll be honest with you, I wasn't that fussed about the Wolf Gift books. I read the first one or two, I'm not sure now, but I wasn't fussed about the Wolf Gift story itself. The first one I wasn't I enjoyed it, but I wasn't enthralled by it, and I have read the Sleeping Beauty books by Anne Rice's Pseudonym, and it's Ian Rolliquer. I can't remember. I can't pronounce the last name anyway. Over the pseudonym. I did have them, the Sleeping Beauty ones, but this, this is where I think I'm going to struggle with these, because the Sleeping Beauty ones was, I'm now pro it. I'll read anything. I'll read, like, one of my guilty pleasures is monster books, like Your Ice Planet Barbarians, and anything to do with like gargoyle romance and things like that. So I'm now proud. I'm now shrinking violet sort of thing when it comes to, I'll be honest with you guys, sexy time books. Like erotic literature or spicy books. I'm not proud, but I did find the Sleeping Beauty books a little bit too far-fetched, a little bit too repetitive, shall we say. So I didn't keep them in my collection. I should have done now, price-wise, blimey. As much as I know now, I should have kept them and then resold them at a really good price. What I've seen them online now, blimey. And I had I don't think I had all of them. I think I had the first 3, I think. So I might not have got that much for them, but I'm quite expensive now. But no, No, I didn't. I wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed by the beauty books. It was enjoyable, but again, products at the time, I think. Little did I realise this was the retelling of Lolita. But you know what? I will read it. I will read it at some point. I'm more intrigued about this one. Out the two, I'm definitely more intrigued about this one. So yeah, as damaged as it is, I definitely do want to read this one. And I'll be honest with you guys, this book, I doubt if I'll get a better, not so much a better condition one, but considering the time this was out, then I'll be lucky to find, I'm not sure if it's back in print or there's reprints of this, you know, of this story. I'm not sure. But out of the two, I'll be honest, I'm looking forward to this one more. But I will give this one a read at some point as well. And that's it. That's Man Roy's books for today. Again, I'm expecting one more in the post. And that's the Feast of All Saints. And then I think I'm done. Unless I can find the Interview with the Vampire, and I think the Vampire is that graphic novels at a reasonable price. That will complete the collection then. But yeah, that's it. And I think that will be the Anne Rice books done. I have no intentions of getting the beauty books, Sleeping, Beauty's Release, all that, Beauty's Punishment and whatnot. I'm not interested in getting those back. I'm not interested in getting the Wolfgift books back. I've already got like Cry to Heaven and Seven to the Balance and stuff. And that's it. That's it for today. I will show Feast of All Saints when it arrives in another video. But yeah, that's it. Sorry about the time it took for me to take that sticker off, guys. It's just, you know, you probably, again, probably are more fun watching somebody paint, you know, or watching paint dry, or you know, you could have wrote a book. You could have wrote a novel by the time I took the sticker off. I don't know, making yourself a cup of tea and doing a crossword and watch paint dry. You could have wrote a novel by the time I took that thing off. For what it was worth, you know, you can see his face a little bit. The guy here. Whoever he's supposed to be, I don't know, I'm not sure. But I'll find out, I guess. But that's how it is. And I'm just waffling on now. So, I think I'll come to the end of the video. So, as always, thank you for watching. I hope you all have a great day today. And take care. Stay safe. Happy reading. And I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye for now. Bye bye.